burden, so it's not just one person, and it made the job so much easier.
Well, we are into this game, though, and, well, he's going to have to play with the World Translator as well. EnVy and APEX coming into this game, too. EnVy now on the blue side, matching their beautiful team colors. We'll see what they end up going for in this one. Plenty of time to go for their first pick. It's got 2 seconds to go, and who's it going to be? Rise, still off the table.
Okay. Rise, I don't believe he showed up in picks and bans last game.
He was banned last time, I'm pretty certain.
Okay. Vladimir, taken off as well.
No surprise relief there. APEX actually, I guess, are technically still 1-for-1 in bans they've done so far in this series, and I think the same for EnVy here. The question is, though, will they switch their style? Last time they banned the Maokai and the Lissandra, the 2 big TP flankers for Seraph. This time around, they might do something entirely different and try to find a good matchup and get Ray on something more carry-focused. Because before it was ban the teleporters, get our own teleporter, we know Shen will beat you at this game, and that one didn't pan out. They weren't aggressive enough, so we'll see if this changes around.
Huh. Blue side Nidalee ban here.
Yeah.
For the team that has Procxin on.
Because they want a different first pick.
Yeah. That definitely shows you that they're looking for something else.
Well, they can still do a Kindred pinch. That's still perceived to be very strong in competitive play.
Yeah. Swain banned away as well at Ninja because he had such a great performance on that last game. Earning player of the game as well.
Yeah. I want to see what Apex want to bargain for, though, because certainly like the idea of what's S tier is going to be different in 6-11, and honestly, a lot of things won't be contested. People will take different stabs at what they believe is the best composition. Sometimes you'll just have very different drafts. But it's the Ashe ban coming through. I'm trying to think of the matchup that makes you want to play Ashe. And I can't think of it right now.
Ashe gives you a lot of engage, and that's something that Apex were lacking in the last game. So it may have actually been an adaptation they would want to make, is to give Apollo, Sivir or Ashe. If you take a Sivir here, then you pretty much took away the engage AD carries.
Sure. Well, Maokai off the table, meaning the Lissandra will go unbanned from last time. That was traded in for a Swain ban here by Apex. Again, Kindred still on the table, but a lot of options available for Team EnVy.
I wouldn't pick Lissandra here. I feel like there's a lot that you can pick into it on Apex's side. Even if you're going to flex it, Ray can bring out something like a Fizz and try to decimate it. And also, if Ray continues to play split push and you pick a team fighter, that early on, Apex can pick some disengage, like a Karma support, and then you'll never be able to get in.
Play Karma Sivir, run away, just never get in on them, I agree. So, EnVy, what's your choice going to be here? Zyra, that's right, that was left up from before as well. That was actually, yeah, that was banned away. That was another ban actually that Apex left off, because the Vladimir was banned on the other side, I believe. So now it's actually Zyra being left through first pick. I think it's a great first pick. I think she's one of the very best champions of the game in this patch.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think in support, it gives you another scaling threat. And if you're going to play these slow games, Zyra is fantastic. A lot of team fight potential, pick potential, a lot of damage and pressure during the laning phase. All around a fantastic support. Only downside is slightly squishy.
The weird thing is I feel like Apex got worse in pick and bans now. The same Rek to the same Caitlyn that they grabbed in the last game, and they weren't successful with those champions anyway.
Yeah, you didn't really want to give over Caitlyn Zyra, though.
It's so you're right. Like, obviously, like these are almost required picks, and they are very good champions, of course. These are 2 of the top tier champions in their respective roles, but EnVy still got to play Zyra for themselves, and now they're still going to get some really good value on the second round of picks. Lod gets a Sivir again. Like, that's going to be fine, generally speaking, and once again, they take the Irelia away, right? And this just feels like a better bargain for EnVy. I just feel like they got better champions.
Yeah, they got a lot of S-tier picks here. Caitlyn and Rek'Sai are both considered near the top of the food chain for their role.
Yeah.
But definitely Sivir, most contested AD carry at the moment.
Yeah,
she's really
honestly huge. Yeah, Irelia kind of the new thing in the top lane here. Seraph's going to play that one again. I want to see if his build changes at all, because last time around, he was still able to kill off that Caitlyn, and Apollo was not able to do a lot of damage in team fights. It's one of the things, like, when AD carries, a lot of the reason that some of these backline really high damage ADCs are doing well is because of Hurricane, because it's giving them, 50% more damage than they were before, because they're hitting multiple targets. But when you're assassinating and going right on top of that guy, he's not getting the split bolts off nearly as frequently. And Irelia just shuts down a lot of the damage that Caitlyn would be doing, and like, has pretend damage reduction as a result. But here comes the new stuff.
Yes.
Jarvan IV has made his entrance the North American LCS.
You need hard engage here, really hard engage, because EnVy went for, look at that, they went for disengage with Zyra, they have engage with the Sivir, and the Irelia, so there's ways to get in, there's ways to stop the enemy team from getting in, so you need to be able to hit them quickly, swiftly, and blow somebody up, and that might very well be Keane's Jarvan.
Definitely could be. This could be very, very fun. There's plenty of damage follow-up to come through as well. Quick shout out to Lod, who flashed the Tristana hover. He got Mastery 7 on Tristana today. He tweeted it out. I told him I'd talk about it on air. He didn't pick the champion, but he hovered it, so it reminded me. You're welcome, Lod. That was his first Mastery 7. I don't know if that's worth more or less than winning 3 straight LCS matches, but I think they're comparable.
Also, PSA, you can go to the store under accessories. You can purchase champion tokens for IP.
There you go.
Which you can then turn into the blue dust, blue essence.
Yep. And
then you can get your mastery upgrade. So you can spend IP for that.
Thank you very much.
You're all welcome. You don't need the blue essence. You can get it that way.
Okay.
By chest.
Well, to get ourselves back in picks and bans, though, Graves and Ekko, the final picks here for Envy. It's going to be Ekko mid lane for Ninja. Want to see if it's AP or AD. Meanwhile, a Graves jungle coming out for Procxin, not the Elise that he was playing last time around. So definitely different things. And honestly, there's not a lot of tanks here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Tank Ekko come out as the pick here for Envy.
Could be tank, could be AP, could be that mid lane, and then you put Irelia in the top.
That's true, could be Irelia mid, you never know.
Could be vice versa, exactly. Oh, I like that. I think that's great.
In for Keane. So top Jarvan was the matchup pick to go against this Irelia.
Yeah, you're able to get in very quickly, and Seraph, you saw his build, very squishy. Resistance is pretty much nowhere to be seen for the first 6,000, 7,000 gold that he spent. So you're able to punish that, you're able to get in onto that backline, blow them up, and it's going to be a squishy Ekko as well.
Maybe. I mean, like, I was thinking that because I thought it was going to be Ekko mid. I actually think you would want Tank Ekko in this lineup. We'll have to see what it ends up being. They have enough magic damage because of the Zyra. Like, they're probably okay.
Yeah.
But the big thing I like about this Jarvan is look at the gank assist, though. You have 2 move block knock-up gank tools with Shrimp's Rek'Sai and Ray's Jarvan. And good luck outplaying that Seraph. It'll be really hard for him. So I can totally see Apex just tunneling in that top lane and really removing the options here. The lineups have been locked, and you can see those on your screen as the coaches shake hands. We're ready to go into game 2.
And I like the Zilean pick as well, because it's going to allow Ray, speed him up, get him into the fight, see if he can actually blow somebody up, and revive him.
That's right, back to full health. So, scary things afoot here. We'll see if it's going to go that way for them. Update your votes on Twitter. Let us know who it's going to be. Hashtag APX win, hashtag EnVy win. Show your support for your favorite team here. Apex need to win this one to keep their record in the NALCS undefeated. They need this one to keep that score at 1-1 in this BO3. But Envy could go home early if they take this one down.
I've been informed that it is Envy, not NV.
Yeah, well, when you're sending out tweets, it's hashtag letter NV. N, letter V, win. I'm aware, Zirene.
No, I know you're aware. Just so everybody else doesn't make the same mistake I've apparently been making.
Well, I'm wearing NRG pink here on my tie, so.
Energy.
I know, I'm trolling.
No, I know.
Well, here we go. 2.5 thousand gold apiece. We'll see who earns the first scrap here as we have battle lines for both these teams. And they are nearly in LCS order. For whatever reason, supports always go towards the mid lane. Almost always, and AD carries go to the very bottom half. I don't know why that is. In this case, Xpecial wanted to chime. I get that, but for whatever reason, they don't. Bot lanes don't fan out properly in LCS order.
Because the support is more expendable. He doesn't have to get CS if he dies. It's whatever.
Wow, that's just rude.
No, it's smart.
I mean, no, I get it. I know. Supports are there for the benefit of AD carries around the world, but...
I'll go with you. It is quite rude.
Yeah. Actually, when we first were planning out what LCS order would look like, my actual suggestion was to swap where AD carry and support is right now, put support towards the middle. Well, right. That's why I brought up the story. But I was outvoted, and now everyone does it this way. So they're not following the rules.
So when you say, like,
oh man, Thunderlord's Jarvan.
Yeah, he just wants to jump in. He's not going to go grasp. Sure. He's just going to try to burst people.
Yeah.
If you're able to get the flag, the Q, and then an auto attack, which will have the martial cadence behind it, boom, you can blow them up. And it scales with AD, so I assume he's going to be buying some AD as well.
Yeah. I mean, I can see like Deathfire. Nah, Deathfire would be really crap.
Yomu's.
Yeah.
Death's Dance.
Oh man.
No. There'll probably be a Black Cleaver in there, maybe, or he'll just go straight for things like Infinity Edge.
He will
not be a man.
I think he's not going to go Infinity Edge. Jarvan, I think, regardless, is already a man. We haven't asked him, but And we are into this game. Laning phase is going to be a 2-on-2 Xpecial and Apollo versus Laud and Hakuho. And right now it's nice dodge. Laud gets away from Xpecial Stumper that nearly tagged him. Ray will be battling Seraph, and auto attack E is the combo right now. He's still level 1 right here. But it looks like Seraph has to give him so much respect. He would just get out-traded every single time. And there's one minion. Okay, he gets one back. And you go that, yeah.
Boom.
Pops the Q early to dodge Ray's potential combo in. And well, it looks like Seraph is definitely giving him a lot of respect in the matchup. We'll see if it tilts any farther later on.
We found the counter. Just play Jarvan into Irelia, bully him out, get that one-on-one lane. And Shrimp gets an early ward. That's the clearing right there. 1/3.
Woo! That is rare form, but look at that. The early Raptor Smite popping up the stats.
Yeah, as Rek'Sai, clear that entire first side, or you go from your Gromp up to that side because you don't need blue buff at all. You usually donate it to your mid laner rather early on. Shrimp, though, walking up, and everybody is actually walking towards him. This is
his smite is down. He can't get this one. And now a battle in the mid lane. Thunderlord's triggered. Ninja pushing Keane around quite a bit here. CS, though, still pretty close to equal. It's usually still fairly hard to play melee into range, but Ninja's getting more damage done.
Yeah, Ekko's one of the exceptions because you throw out the Time Winder and you get the slow, and then you'll pretty much guarantee the follow-up double auto attacks, get your passive off, and run away.
Yeah, it's a very convenient trading pattern.
It's the in and out design. Of course, his tank usually just go in, but he's not going tank this game from the looks of it so far. I mean, it's super early.
Yeah, but the fact he went Thunderlords and Doran's Ring over Corrupting Potion all point to it being an AP Ekko. Right now, bot lanes, well, the duo lanes, I should say, the 2-on-2 up here is actually still going pretty close to equal. Despite the strong laning phase of a Zyra, Caitlyn's still going to do a bit more than a Sivir, and you're seeing them trade pretty close. 28-29, a slow onto Ninja, the double bomb's going to land, and Keane getting that early blue buff, the 4-minute donation.
Yep. It's
really
big.
Quite nice, yeah.
For Zilean, it's really big as well because your combo is essentially, what is it, like 120 mana or something like that? You're actually rewinding in the middle of it?
Yeah, it costs a lot. We're both doing the math right now, by the way. Time Bomb costs 70, Rewind costs 35, so 175 mana. And he's adding the slow as well. That's another, like, 60 on top, 50 on top. So 225 mana for a full combo if I did the math right.
Yeah, and he's only got 540 max.
Right.
So
you do that twice, then you have to regen.
Yeah. So it's actually a very good donation over to Keane early on. Keep him with the pressure there. Back. See what he goes for. Possibly a tier. Catalyst. Catalyst actually very, very popular right now.
Yeah, it's definitely good for him, especially with how much mana he's burning through. It's a sustain tool, basically. And that'll feel good. Another attempt at a stun by Xpecial. Still can't quite land it. Laud kiting away as well. And the end result is... looks like equal CS for both players. 40-40. Plus minus maybe some plant kills. But a very equivalent laning phase for the duos. Envy slightly up in gold via the scoreboard, and that's looks like mostly Graves Farm.
Yeah. It's Graves Farm. Also a little bit on the support. It's 100.
Yeah, it's much easier to get Spell Thief's triggers on a Zyra than it is a Bard, so
yeah.
We expect Hakuho to be a bit richer.
Also, if you kill a Zyra plant...
oh, it turns off Spell Thieves.
Turns off Spell Thieves.
Yeah.
Which is not fun. So you're trying to help, but you're actually hurting yourself.
You get 5 gold.
And then you stop yourself from getting more.
If you're going to land spells.
Or autos.
If. It's no guarantee. The 5 gold's guaranteed, man.
Is it, though? It might just die on its own.
I mean, it's not getting turned off if you don't last hit it, so really it's a guarantee of 5 gold versus the chance of getting Spell Thieves gold.
All right.
I was right, Zirene. Thank you.
Technically.
Okay, well, game's still close to equal, and look at the number of swords. I didn't know Ray could hold all of these, but 2 Doran's Blades, 2 Longswords, a great spell shield by Laud. The time he finally couldn't dodge it, spell shields it on reflex. See, I'm just going to focus on how good Laud is this game. Because he was the player, actually, you were soft voting for player of the game last time around.
Yeah.
Because he was just a very consistent performer, so.
Well, also, mostly because Ninja had made some very obvious mistakes where he had gone to help, he had an ward behind him, he got followed, etc. No call on that. But I do think that it went to Ninja. Well-deserved. Laud wasn't flashy, but he was consistent.
Consistent, right. And we talked about that before. We mentioned it with Xpecial, actually, in the pregame. Like, not every player is really flashy, but sometimes they're actually the reason you win, and especially being the only support to be a 2-time player of the game. And
mostly because he was flashy in those games, though.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like he's like pulling out these like really big Braum ultis, and it's like, wow, he had no deaths. Like, that's not flashy, really, right?
It's true. He's not giving gold over to the enemy, so at that point, I mean, I would give player of the game to my solo queue friends if they, that's what they accomplish, not giving over any deaths.
That's true. Yeah, that never happens.
It never does. Anyway.
Like getting an S+ with support. Oh, timely topic. So I want to point out, I was informed of this in my headphones, so thank you. Ray had initially actually bought Tiamat on the first recall, and then undid and bought these instead, so he's probably going to be buying Tiamat. Or he just wanted the components instead to battle Seraph. Level 7 to level 6, actually small lead for Seraph. Trades during the stun, then backs out. He's still doing the WMAX build, by the way, so he just uses the 1 second duration of Q, auto, E, auto, pop back out.
Yeah, you can also hold minions like this too, because you're talking about how it's 2 more healing per rank, but if you hit it, it's 4 because it doubles the bonuses with hit 10 style. Yeah. So over like 3 ranks, something like that, he's getting 12 more than he would have before every hit. So it adds up, and he's able to actually keep minion waves in places that he wants them to stay.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about Irelia's W? Yeah, so he is going towards Youmu's, okay. It's, I believe, pronounced He10 style, but I like thinking of it as hitten style, because you just hit people and things happen. People?
Yeah. Man, I just think it
the stun's on a Hakuho, though. A lot of damage there. I don't know if it's quite going to be the kill, but the teleport comes in. Bard ulti, he doesn't quite dodge it. This is bad for Hakuho. The lineup is there, and there's a first blood, and now the dunk for Ray flashes out, and Lot is stuck in a little donut of despair. And there's the kill, a double for Apollo. A beautiful dive by Apex.
Apex, very proactive here. That was Xpecial getting a stun. Opportunity comes down, throws down a ward, and then the TP followed by another stun after the Bard ultimate to keep Lot in place. So they get 2 kills. And Lot, you see, he still had his flash, but they were able to collapse with the time that was purchased from just the perfect play there from Xpecial.
And that's how you look flashy as a support, by the way. Beautiful stuff by Xpecial. The teleport did actually come through thanks to that Temper Fake just barely landing. It will be a trade of turrets, though. Procxin came into the bot lane. Seraph didn't leave the lane. They will knock that down. But yeah, still the numbers lead on the top side. Shrimp taxes away as much of that side of the jungle as he can while he's there. And still 2 kills. This is just so beautiful by Xpecial. That little minion.
Oh, the one with such low HP. Hakuho gets chunked out. There goes.
That's a bad flash for Hakuho, honestly.
And then follow up after the trap.
There's a trap under his feet anyway.
Right there. That hit a minion, and then it hit Lot as well and still stunned him. I believe he tried to spell shield it from what I saw. Then he gets picked up there, and 2 kills go over to Apollo really early on in this Caitlyn. Could be an even more dominant lane for him.
No, root onto Shrimp. Say, you can't steal my Ocean Drake away.
Can he, though?
I don't know. He's going to try, and no! Procxin takes it out. There you go. Shrimp, he's going to get revived by Zilean. They're going to oblige him here. But here comes the second half of the fight. Shrimp, 700 health on him, running back to the top side. Ninja is there, going towards Rod of Ages, so it is an ability power focused build. The burst is there, though. Lod gets 1 kill on himself. A nice double bomb comes out from Keane, but not enough to kill anybody off. Procxin will survive the encounter. Envy pick up Ocean Drake, they pick up a kill, and they walk away pretty clean.
Yeah, they get themselves back in this game in terms of gold, because Envy, you look at Seraph, he's already out CSing Ray in that top lane. Ray does have the assists, but it's the EXP that I'm worried about here, because Seraph is the one who's getting all of this solo experience in the side lanes. So he may end up getting about a level advantage over Ray. You see Ray's almost 8, but he's splitting for right now.
But Seraph's almost 9, so it's really just a flat 1 level advantage right now. Xpecial battling Lod. Takes both halves of the boomerang.
Yeah, trying to stop him from getting to this bottom lane turret that Apollo is zoning the minion wave for, and making sure that he can get as much damage as possible. Yeah.
Xpecial doesn't want to fight for the pink ward. He'd get trapped up, but now he's got Ray here. And they do kill the pink ward off, but Hakuho has plants. That's enough to buy some time. However, this turret will still be going down. Envy know that they're stuck in a bit of a 2v3. Coming to be a 2v4, and once again, they catch Hakuho. The flash for the trap. They get the kill. A nice pickup. Ray gets the killing blow. 1-0-2 on him, and Xpecial yet again sets the team up for the kills.
The first pick, Zyra, countered by the Bard. When they get the flash out, he waited for it on the first one. But look at this. Hold on, wait. Shrimp and Ray.
Oh, goodbye. You cannot spell shield Cataclysm and get rid of the terrain. And he's going to go down in this one. Keane
has ulti.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. Ninja can do the same thing. He's gonna ult on top of him? Is he gonna? Is he gonna? Oh, pansy. You had flash.
He had flash, but doesn't.
If that was a
doesn't
ranked
mean he
game,
should do it.
if that was a ranked game, he'd have done it.
It's the LCS.
But you get on the stage, you just start clamming up.
If it was a scrim, he would have done it too. But
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It doesn't change the stakes.
He would have just walked and he wouldn't even ulted. He just died.
Anyway, kills going over to Ray. Now
Yeah.
2-0-2, and he's got 40 CS behind. But if you take a look at the gold, he's 500 gold down. It's just those 2 kills. Oh man, that's a lot in the pockets there.
Like he's 2-0-2 and actually still down in gold.
Yeah, that's actually, I was not expecting that.
Oh, Shrimp says, Rift Herald. People are running around in the pit. That must be a Rift Herald attempt. And Keane comes in to zone them all out, and that will not be going over. It waddles back really fast, by the way, after it gets out of patience.
He's just done with it at that point. It's had enough. But yeah, I want to talk about Xpecial's Bard, because the way that he's catching Hakuho, waited for the flash, keeping the timer, and throwing it, and it's hitting just the edge of him every time. Like, a little bit of luck there, but it's still hitting him just perfectly.
It's completely calculated.
And then Apollo is in range to throw down the trap underneath him. Make sure that it's pretty much a guaranteed kill on Hakuho.
It's something that Crepo talks a lot about when there's Bard games. Since he's not casting, I should bring this up for him. There are ranges where Bard ulti is undodgeable without turning back around to you, because the travel time is based on the actual distance, right? Unlike something like a Nami bubble. So there are ranges where it's like, if you run forward, it will hit you, so either run back into me or get ulted. And Xpecial's playing at exactly that range, and Hakuho doesn't really have any options to not die.
It takes a lot of games to kind of feel that range, too. It's about, I want to say, 3/4 of a screen away to be, this is where the sweet spot, this is where I can get him. It's pretty much from tier 1 turret to like halfway.
Uh-oh, Seraph does have flash. Actually just outplays the Cataclysm, but he's low on health. Gromp's part of the fight, and Seraph, woo! The spicy moves gets out. That was beautiful. Back in onto Ray. This is a 1v2 though, still
he's showing off now.
Xpecial's around, and Seraph, what is he doing? He's getting away, that's what he's doing. He's surviving, flashing out. He still lost a summoner. I don't know if it was exactly worth it, but it looked freaking cool.
He heard you say he would have done it if it was a ranked game, so he tried it. He did it for the montage at that point.
I mean, that was a montage-worthy play. That was nice, but
he blew flash. Anyway, Ray had low mana, wasn't able to actually try and catch him afterwards. And this is just the siege down mid here. I definitely think this is a great idea here from Apex. You have Zilean, you have Bard for catches, you also have Caitlyn. So once he gets the traps max, which when I take a look here, he's going with
4Q, 3W.
Yeah, so it looks like he's already putting points into that trap, making sure that he can get into the siege mode, because when you start grouping up, that's when you need to put points into it. I've seen people do trap max straight off. I've seen them go 3 points, 4 points in queue, and then max the other. It's really just when you start grouping up and getting with your team is when you really need that maxed, because otherwise Caitlyn's queue, not really that, think of like a wave clear tool or anything like that. If the fallout damage is actually pretty high.
It is. It got down by a pretty substantial amount.
Now you'll have Runettes by that point as well.
Right, you just want to auto attack anyway, so. Ninja having to run for his life. He was about to get ganked. Now he's not. Still regens off the Ocean Drake, though. They're going to be fine. Lod clearing the mid lane wave. 146. Highest in the game. Tied with Apollo's Caitlyn. And Shrimp will take down the little scuttle. Xpecial running away for some plants.
So, in this game, Infernal, which is coming up in 10 seconds, is one of the best ones for Apex. Because Ray wants AD. That's all he wants. He has to hit breakpoints where he can annihilate his target. If he's not hitting those breakpoints, even if it's by 4%, 5%, then it's not fast enough.
I totally agree. They're actually just trying to do the PvP combat here, and EnVy can lick their wins with the Ocean Drake. That's definitely not bad for them, but yeah, some actual stats definitely going to feel nice. And here they go in. Infernal Drake shouldn't be too big of a problem for them. And yeah, not even a problem. Ocean Drake goes down, a solid smite by Shrimp. And they're going to be okay with this one, equalizing the Drake score. And they'll be okay. Even after the late game comes across, it should be fine.
It's another Infernal as well.
All right, big step then. Yeah. And again, players like love Infernal Drakes.
Yeah. Well, it's the most visceral Drake. That one and Mountain.
So technically it's not visceral at all because there's no like buffs. It's intellectually powerful. You feel like it's really good because you know you're getting stats.
but you know you're getting, you see, that's the thing, is you're getting satisfying stats.
Exactly.
At that point. Whereas health regen, mono regen, it's kind of like,
yeah.
no, I don't feel those
I'm not saying it's not satisfying, but if you're talking viscerality, that's actually like your senses, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Procxin standing still! And Shrimp didn't know he was there. Gets shot in the back, goes, wait a second, that was a Graves. I know what shotgun pellets feel like.
I believe early on in Rek'Sai's development, you could actually kind of see a silhouette of who it was. And then they made it water ripples, and now you don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Which I think is a lot of fun. It was super scary when you first play the champion because it's way different than everything else.
Is this the level 5 Bard or the level 13 Swain? We're gonna risk it.
Q! And you miss it, and then you if you unburrow, you might die.
Rek'Sai Q used to slow.
Yes.
And in fact, it used to right up until its release. If you go back and watch the Rek'Sai Champion Spotlight, there's clips where the Q slows, and it never did in the live world.
So, 2 fun facts. 1, I'm the Rek'Sai in that Spotlight. 2, a lot of it being removed is attributed to me coming in and being like, she does not need this. I was Rek'Sai's lead playtester because it was during the off season.
Right.
And it was like, she does not need this. You just walk up, I Q, and it blew up too. So it hit the caster minions, and they would just slow everything. So I didn't even have to aim. I just aimed for minions.
Sounds like your kind of champion.
I am really glad I worked on it, and...
Just kidding. Actually, I think Sejuani's really good, so...
Thank you.
Yeah. Your Sejuani has won me some games, so I actually will attribute that Zyrene's aim is quite good.
Yeah. Anyway, going back to the game here, because it's going back to that farm, and remember back in Challenger, Apex always struggled with finding the way to end the game or get a lead in the game. I remember that game where it came down to, what was it, 60 minutes? And it was basically Nautilus versus Seraph's Quinn back in TDK. It was like, okay, one team fight was the game. The game was legitimately everybody's powering up for one team fight. And that seems to be the direction that this is going right now.
It is. It really is going that way right now. And the thing is, EnVyUs done a much better job of scrounging up farm. Despite being down 3 kills, the gold lead's only 400. And it's, again, a lot of it's Seraph, a lot of it's Procxin. And, I mean, Graves is going to outscale a Rek'Sai. And I just don't know Jarvan's growth curve well enough to know if he's going to do better than Seraph later on in the game. How many Jarvan tops do you really see? Procxin walking in a double bomb. Probably not worth it. Thankfully, he has Ocean Drake, and he'll get his health back.
And what does Ocean Drake do, Phreak?
It gives you regen based on missing health and missing mana.
Oh,
unless you've been hit by a champion or a turret in a little bit. I think it's like 7 seconds to lock out.
Believe it takes every 5 and you need to be out of combat for 8.
Okay, I was close. 7 and 8 are almost the same number. Technically accurate. Seraph, though, sees Ray. Equal level, and Procxin's here. Oh, jeez. Ray went flying. He's out.
Yeah. Very squishy Jarvan build, of course. So, no defensive stats at all. Not a single piece of armor MR.
Oh my gosh, I just realized something. Okay, this is, we're going geometry jokes now.
Oh god.
Hold on. I want to make sure there's not going to be a team fight. Otherwise, I'm doing a
no,
the game.
I can see where this is
Okay,
going.
hold on. They're sieging. I'll do it later. Okay, they're fine. So,
I really just want to be like, oh, the punchline is this, and just ruin it.
So Jarvan kind of only ever goes in, which is very fitting for Ray, because if you know what a Ray only goes one direction. It's a point and all points in one direction from there. So it's very fitting.
I knew it.
That he's going all in as Ray.
I knew it. I was going to be like, the punchline's Ray. We don't need to hear this.
Well, obviously the punchline was Ray. I was like, hey, you know what's funny about Ray? Ray.
No, you're like, I just realized something.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's how you started.
I forgot how I opened it.
But we were looking at Ray.
Yes.
And you said geometry jokes, and I knew it. I knew it. I wonder why the P in shrimp is capital.
Oh. That's a discussion for another time. We have a game to cast. And it's a very close one still, as it's just a battle for resources now, as going back and forth. Here we go, Seraph battling Ray once again. Plenty of damage, and look at that. Setting up his own Q.
It's a ruse,
I love
though.
that. He gets behind. Yeah, because suddenly Xpecial's here. Can he dodge away from it all? Exhaust is on. He just doesn't have the damage. And suddenly, yeah, he's just completely done. So Seraph is gone, and no one was anywhere near him on the map.
Yeah, it was.
Nor did he have vision.
It was a ruse all along. He was baiting. He popped the Yomus, took a lot of damage, and was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to walk back and forth. And Ray, we were talking about how he was getting behind the experience. He is up now over Seraph and EXP again.
Thanks to the kill. And look at this, the rest of the team now jumping down to this side of the map. You've got Xpecial, Shrimp, and Keane all here just whittling down on this turret, and you don't have a lot of defense in range just yet. And they had Cloud Drakes that get there faster. Now into the mid lane, suddenly Laud is alone. And he gets slowed down, does some damage, loses the turret, pops the ultimate, and gets nothing for it.
I'm actually quite surprised that Xpecial didn't even fish for an ultimate there. If you can get a flash out of Hakuho or Laud, then it's definitely worth just fishing for it at that point. But they are going for the dragon here, or the Drake, so that is most likely why he's holding it, because he could need it in just a second here. And Ray, well, he's looking for a TP play from what it looks like.
You're gonna hope he can find it. He's got the full teammate, he's got the Yomus, and he's also got a BF sword in the inventory, so plenty of damage available for him. And yeah, he's staying on the fountain, waiting to get that home guard buffed teleport. Second Infernal Drake would be the pickup. Apollo hitting level 13 here, so he can max out his Q and his W.
Here come TPs on the backside. They're trying to flank from two sides from Envy here.
A double flank, they're running towards the back. Blue trinket spot, they're coming in. The Venn diagram of Vision and Keane down to half HP, but he is still gonna be okay. Ray jumps through for Laud. There's the kite away, looking for Hakuho, nearly deletes. Oh my gosh! He's killing everybody, and he still won't go down. A double kill for Ray with no help from anyone else. Maybe the bombs were there, but it was beautiful. A kill comes through. Procxin finds him after the ulti times out. Now Apollo getting another, does get assassinated by Seraph, but that's still 3-4-2 in advantage of Apex.
And two members were very close to going down there on the side of Apex. Xpecial and Keane barely get away, and Xpecial was able to actually just flash and kind of get away from Seraph there after he followed him through the magical journey. But that was a flank there. Envy used 2 TPs to get to the bottom side of that dragon, and then they came up, and then the TP for Ray was on the top side.
Procxin cannot miss a smite. Infernal Drake does go to Envy. That's gotta feel really good.
Yep. Oh man. See this one more time. Double TP there. One person's trapped, and then on the opposite side, Ray comes in, spell shielded. Really good stun there from Ninja. But then Ray on the bottom side, killing the bottom lane. And then shows himself, Procxin's like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope, not gonna happen. Meanwhile, Apollo left to his own devices on the side.
Yep.
Ninja had chased him all the way up, whereas Seraph took the magical journey to chase after Xpecial and didn't get it.
You know, people say wards save lives, but a ward is the reason Seraph got the kill. He pink warded over the wall to get vision to land Blade Surge on Apollo. So, immediately rewarded for buying a pink ward, Seraph. Ah, wonderful.
I guess the ward was the undoing of Apollo in that case.
Yep.
So wards don't save lives, they actually kill other people.
That's what I led with, Zirene. Thanks for paying attention.
Didn't say it in that way, though.
You're right, you delivered it better than I did. Congratulations. And now, ooh, oh geez, Laud nearly got stunned by that, but the Q wasn't quite in range. Had spell shield up anyway, so I guess there wasn't any huge risk on him. Ended up blocking the Caitlyn ulti regardless. Shrimp now level 13. Keane constantly donating these levels away. And now looking for the play on the bottom side of this one. Won't quite catch a champion, but now the mid lane under a lot of fire. Stranglethorns to buy some time as they do knock down the mid lane turret. Hakuho survived the sliver of health. The turret goes down 4-4.
Yeah, they had seen Ray on the top side of the map, so just group up 5 members, 5v4 in the mid lane. Force that turret down, so Envy end up getting themselves one more on the board. Evening up the turrets here. But Ray, kind of picking up the side lane farm, goes for the Dusk Blade. He had the BF sword and the Serrated Dirk. Doesn't even complete his Tiamat because the Tiamat is just for wave clear right here, right? Doesn't go for anything in the Hydra category just yet. So he's just looking for the wave clear. And then the Dusk is just to annihilate that backline. The flat penetration that he has is absolutely absurd, especially since he went down for the Thunderlord's path as well. I'm going to check it. 57 flat armor penetration for Jarvan.
Oh, that feels terrible.
Feels bad, man.
63 armor on Laud, 54 armor on Hakuho, so true damage to him. Life is painful for most of Envy here. And we'll see how much more Ray can do. Probably a lot is my guess. He is just crushing it.
So this is actually something to note as well, because you think of Jarvan as a single target kind of assassin point click. Cataclysm does AoE damage now.
Oh, that's right.
It hits everybody in the AoE. So damage Jarvan got a huge buff when that happened. Because we haven't seen him in a very long time.
Yeah, really not. But he's going to do some things right now, and definitely his favorite Drake would be Infernal. I mean, like, the thing is, because you get bonus AD, even based on your base attack damage, which is like 100 or something now, so he has that extra 6 or 8 or 12, whatever, bonus attack damage to feed into his obscenely high, already existing bonus AD ratio. So It actually means a whole lot for him. Now the attempt at a Baron sneak.
This is really interesting because they're going to have all 5 members of Apex. Seraph doesn't have TP yet. Seraph's TP is a couple seconds away. Like, we're talking
just up now.
Below 10.
Ray trying to zone him out. They will not get the steal. Nicely done. Shrimp takes it, and now goodbye! Procxin deleted. Solo kill. Didn't even need the Duskblade damage.
It did go off, though.
Oh, it did go off. And now a kill picked up. Apollo taking it down at Ninja, but that was 4 assists for them. Apex taking up 2 kills.
You're right, though. He didn't need it. He would have killed him anyway, but it went off. I believe it was that last final tick there.
Yeah.
And he is doing work. Ray is absolutely annihilating this game. 6-1 in 3. Only missed out on 1 kill.
Yeah.
Plates the Ravenous Hydra, has the CDR, has so much flat arm penetration that we need to see that again.
Hit him at the
Applies
very
it,
that's why.
and pop right there.
Pop before the ulti.
Yep. Didn't need it.
I think he interrupted his own EQ with Cataclysm, by the way. It's Ninja.
He's too fast. He's just too good.
Ninja realized he was on the wrong side of that fight and had nowhere to go.
Very clever Baron there from Apex because they had seen Seraph on the bot side. TP was not up for a couple more seconds because they most likely timed it off of Raze.
And really good play by them. So Apex feeling real good about this game so far. Shrimp now on split push duty. The Raze and Keane's teleports are up. Really, any of them could be the one split pushing, but this team, if this map had 4 lanes, Apex could split 4 of them right now with globals. And then just like you just join up on Apollo and Xpecial in the mid lane. Scary things, man. Apex have so many tools in their belt right now. Even James Bond would be happy with this kind of stuff.
Oh,
now a nice knock-up by Shrimp. The bombs are there. Laud to get sniped, but no. Procxin is there to say, don't you dare kill off Laud. He will live, thank you very much. 1-3-1 in the Sivir. Just limping away. Seraph stunned up with a double bomb. The turret's gone, and so is Seraph. Jeez. And the ulti comes across, does not find much more than Hakuho, who will survive the encounter.
But Apex are fighting this 4v5. Ray has been pushing in the top side, got that turret, and now he's on this turret with a gigantic minion wave and Baron buff.
They are so far ahead. This turret will be going
down. Beware!
Apex snappy, another solo kill for Ray. That time he did not need the Duskblade. The Ravenous Hydra was enough for him. 12-3 in kills. This is a slaughter.
A slaughter is almost an understatement here because of how brutal this is. That is the jump scare right there. The Jarvan just blows you up. You can't be even 2 screens away from this guy.
Oh my gosh. It's like
he can flag and drag, flash, ult you.
Like what happened is on Friday night, Laud opened a YouTube video and it was Ray saying, "You will die in 7 days." Comes on stage, Jarvan comes out of nowhere. And Laud suddenly 1-4. He was unkilled last game.
And then he cataclysms him, and there's the ring. We did it. We came full circle.
Which is also a ring.
I know. Anyway, we have to see that again because it was off screen. Oh.
He spell shielded late, to be fair, so he did miss that. He still would have died.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Another Infernal over to Apex, trying to force this game 3 here. And get revenge for that last game. Saying, you know what, you want to scale? What Seraph did to Apollo last game? Top laner, man, Apollo, he's just like...
way worse.
He's like, wait for my big brother Ray.
Yeah.
My big brother beat up...
Let me show you how it's done. Oh, Shrimp walking into the enemy team and trying to get out. He can't. But yeah, okay. So, pop quiz, how much damage do you think Cataclysm does right now?
750.
930.
Kind of
with Baron, it was 950, and then it fell off and he bought a new item. But he does almost 1,000 AoE true damage with 60 armor pen.
Yeah, the base damage is 450.
Yeah.
And then just the 80 scaling on it.
For bonus attack damage.
Oh my god.
Infernal helps, to be fair, right? Like
that's true.
Oh gosh.
Oh, he went for more. He's got 67 armor penetration. Now he's hitting Laud for true damage and Hakuho.
Yeah, and he's getting Maul of Mortis for too long, which will give him another, what, 10 or 15 or something?
Dude, that was one of the things when it was first released on the Duskblade. I was like, this just sounds like I'm going to be able to purchase 3 armor penetration
the armor
items.
pen.
Because flat pen is a very interesting stat to have against squishies.
Right.
Because it is
it
so
itself.
effective. Exactly.
You actually want to almost overkill on it. You don't want just one.
Yes. And that's why we're seeing builds that go for, you know, Ghostblade and then Dusk.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a Misfortune build
blade
popular
build
right now.
Right, yeah.
Black Cleaver as well. This is just going to get dirty.
Yeah. This is not a game I'd want to be Laud in. And judging by how much he's just decided to take a seat in the fountain, he doesn't want to be in it either.
Like, he's basically Rengar ranges away from this Jarvan. And that's exactly what
Oh my god! Ray doesn't have to care. He's gonna get revived. Actually, he won't. He's not taking damage anymore. But now he goes down. Ninja picks him off. Okay, a little bit done right here. Ray is gone, but it's already the entire bot lane is dead from Envy. And Apex have control of the map. They're gonna knock out Ninja. Looks like he's gonna pop his Zonias. He's gonna try to run away. Seraph actually get around. There's actually a chance with Seraph coming into this one, but now beset by Shrimp, has to flash away. Ninja real low, and Shrimp will try to clean it all up. And yeah, there's one picked up. Ninja has really nowhere to go. Procxin getting a little bit done on the other side of the map. And Shrimp actually zoned out, but he's got super minions. He's looking to close the game out because there's only one turret left inside the actual base. As Apex looks to close it out, a knockout for Shrimp. Another revive comes up. That's his second ultimate this fight from Keane.
And it ticks down so quickly. Cooldown on that, 33 seconds. So he just has to run around in circles.
Like, Ray's still dead and Keane's ult's back up.
Yeah, and when Zilean reaches that late game, it's incredibly annoying. And yeah, losing 2 inhibitors. They have 1 still intact here for Envy. No turrets left on the entire map for them. And this through the traps of his own teammate. That's how distracted I am by how much burst damage that was. That's insane. Because when he first makes contact, it's legitimately 80% of his life.
Oh, man. And then you can see the rest of it kite out. Ninja gets a little bit done. He buys time. Watch Seraph, but he gets quite a bit in here.
Yes, he does. He actually gets to that back line.
Yeah.
He's able to actually pick up the kill there.
I mean, I thought Seth was annoying. This Irelia and Jarvan killing everyone.
Top laners, man. New meta.
You know what? I wish Dynamic Q didn't give me my main role as much. I'll just play support. You know what? Can I just queue up support Phil and just
nobody goes after you?
Yeah, I mean, like, at least if I die, like, no one's mad at me. If I'm playing Sivir and I get one shot by a Jarvan, like, we just lose.
I mean, a lot of team fights now in the meta are actually whose AD carry is up in the halfway point. If somebody isn't, or somebody's lacking that, your consistent DPS force is gone. So right here, coming into this fight, Baron.
Hey. Oh, nope, he didn't get it. Okay, that was taken up by Shrimp. Nice try by Ninja. Nice try by Procxin with the ulti. Oh no, Ninja's ulti doesn't get him across the wall. That was a huge, huge mistake. He's super dead right here. So after they have the fight, Procxin is on top of him.
Ray?
Double bomb into the ulti. He's gone. There's 2. Ray!
Oh!
Q flash ulti picks one up, gets the revive from Zilean. There is no one left alive except Hakuho. And I don't care whether you're named after a famous sumo wrestler or not, you are not getting away with this game. There's nothing left in your base. You're done so. Rek'Sai's gonna take you down. Void Monsters confirmed greater than plants. And a score of 20-6. Ray going off on the full AD. Jarvan and Apex tie up the series.
Oh, man. When he locked in the Jarvan top, I was like, Keane was the guy who played at mid. Keane is now the 2nd best Jarvan player on his team.
Yeah.
Ray with an incredible performance on that Jarvan. Going straight for the backline, surviving, not giving up kills. That's the big thing, is Jarvan is very risky, very one-dimensional in the lane because you're trying to go in, you're trying to land your EQ. If you mess that up, you are so vulnerable to getting killed and trained down the lane or ganked.
Yeah.
So he played it very well throughout the early parts of the game and got to the point where he hit those breakpoints to actually one-shot people. Yeah. And then he just kept doing it over and over again. And the Zilean, the combo came in. I talked about it at the start. Get in there, dunk, and then get back up.
I gotta say, I love this draft from Apex. So, okay, they found a matchup that was going to work. You actually saw Seraph right away at level 1. Had to respect Ray.
Yep.
Zilean speeds you up, gives you a bomb. You will not be kited. One-shot somebody, then get revived and be like, yeah, 5v4 sounds good.
Yep. Sounds
insane. Great. I am fearful. I'm just now fearful.
Solo queue.
To play League of Legends and be a marksman. None of this sounds appealing to me as the target of this kind of offensive. Ray was amazing and it was fun to cast, but now I'm not going to play any games when I get home.
Good. You need to sleep anyway. Big day tomorrow.
That's true, actually. I have to get up early in the morning.
But yes, so looking at this, because, I mean, it's going to be even longer. We're going to game 3 here between these teams, able to run it back on the side of Apex. So now the 1-1 coming through, only one team gets to walk away, 3-0, and you're seeing everybody's pulling out all the stops here.
Oh, yeah.
They're pulling out whatever they can. They're pulling out the Jarvan top. You're having the Irelia for Seraph, both games trying to get themselves advantages. And these are kind of stalled out games at the start.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to happen again.
I think there's a good chance. Right? Neither of these teams really try to play super fast games. This game did end in 35. It wasn't exactly a long one. Once it opens, these teams are fast, but they don't seem to be that willing to push really early on. So we'll see what the game looks like. Either way, a great game 2 win by